Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my weekly predictions and analysis for gold and silver. Last week it was a wonderful week. Again it was, as I shared, for both gold and silver 1903 precisely. That was the target given. You can revisit the video and find out 1903 was the exact target we had achieved, and for silver 2410. I hope you all profited. Now let's see what lies ahead for the week. We are going to look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. I am going to give you the trading levels where you can take an entry. I am going to give you the targets and take profits and the stop loss as well. So do watch till the end. Those who are new to the channel, I provide my daily and weekly analysis for global markets and commodities. One a combined analysis I release with the Asia session opens, and this sets the tone for throughout the day. This includes US 30, US 100, Germany 40, UK 100, Nifty, and also gold and silver and crude oil and natural gases commodities. So trade as per the levels, press the bell icon and do watch the daily analysis as well. That definitely helps you in your day trading decisions. Now let's start the day with the analysis for gold. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can stay tuned with the latest analysis. Now this is the weekly charts for gold, and you can see that it has almost achieved the previous highs here, and this was several weeks back, and after several weeks it has come back to the levels above 1900. Now if it breaches successfully this zone at 1903, definitely it is going to rise further. How far this could rise? The next nearest resistance is at around 1920 levels, and once 1920 is taken, this is going to fly higher, and this time the rise could be sharp, which might take it towards 1950 and plus levels. But this is on the weekly charts. Before we come to the levels, now let's have a look. See, gold has successfully breached this long term channel in which it was trading. This was the bearish channel in which it was trading. Last couple of weeks it has shown a good breakout, and when you say breakout, it is showing a real breakout where it is rose sharply. Now the support right now lying at around 1850 levels. Till the time it remains above 1850, definitely it will continue to rise. The support level is at 1850 for the week. Now this is on the weekly charts. Now let's come back to the near term charts. On the near term charts, you can see that this was the consolidation, and this is the breakout. This is the second candle of the after the breakout. High it could go. The next resistance it will try to get it is at around 1940 levels. So, and also look at the near term. If you connect the highs here, lows here, you can find that it is trying to make this channel and trade in this channel. Now this is a steep channel, and that is why I say that with the support right now for the week, if you see it trading below 1880, then only you can go short. Else till the time it remains above 1880, you can expect it to hit 1940 levels probably. So a sharp candle can be expected, but remember, these are markets. It can rise and it can drop sharply. Right now, why the rally in gold is, it is precisely because of the risk available in the equity and indices. Now why the equities are considered to be riskier right now? Because of the geopolitical crisis, the inflation risk, and the expectation of rise in interest rate. That is why the money flow is again coming back to gold, and that is why it is rising. Now these are the macroeconomic indicators. And also, now coming back to the charts and indicators, again the charts are trading at bottom, and the indicators were indicating that it is oversold. That is why it is shown a good rise. But after this a good rally, it is after this good rally, now we have to see how it behaves here. Yes, a breakout below 1880, you can again expect it to come back till towards 1870 and 1860 levels. Below 1860, I will expect it to act bearish, and it can again come back to 1836 levels. So we have to be very cautious. Till the time it remains above 1880, one can remain long. One can expect it to head towards 1920 and 1940 levels. Now let's have a look at the daily charts. And before we come back to the daily charts, have a look at the monthly charts on the monthly candle. Now look at the size for the monthly candle. You can clearly see, I have told several times, in this month itself it is trying to form lower highs, and now it is looking to form a trade in this channel. Now the high for this channel is lying at around 1930, 40 levels. So probably it may try to hit 1930, 1925 levels, and from there it can try to retrace back and close the month somewhere here at around 1880 levels. So these 50 points of movements can be seen on gold before it tries to take a rally next month again, and it can, so that will also form the pretext of a wick, available wick on this candle. And because this is going to be the last trading week of the month, probably it may try to achieve a high, a sharp rise, and then can drop towards 1880 levels before trying to rally again next month. Remember, this is how the candle and the chart works. Also look at this, the channel it is trying to form. Let's now create the channel here. Now you can see this is the channel again. Let me try to show you, and that is where precisely 1920, 1925, and 1930, and beyond that 1940, these are the nearest resistance which it might get. Beyond 1940 levels, definitely that will fly away again, and potentially we may see a stronger rise. Now look at the size of the candle here, from 1770 to 1830 levels, almost 60 points. Now 1800 to 1900, it is almost three times the size of the previous body. So we have to be little bit cautious, as it can retrace back towards 1880, 1860 levels again before trying to take a rise. Now this is another observation on the monthly and weekly charts. Now let's come back to the daily charts here. On the daily charts, you can clearly observe that this was the consolidation level between 1860 to 1850 to 1870. It consolidated for 4 days, and then a breakout candle it is shown. Now also look at the last candle here. The last candle, failing to go past the 1903 resistance, it is traded with a drop and closed the candle in a red. Now probably for next couple of days also we may see it dropping below. How far this could go? This could again take a support at 1880. That is why I say 1880 is very important. 1883 specifically, and 1880. Now 1883, 1880 zone, these two are very important support for gold this time. If it breaks below 1880, definitely it will try to hit 1870 and then towards 1860 levels. Now this zone is important, and as if it breaches again, then I will expect it to drop considerably, and it will try to act bearish again. However, any long entry is recommended once it goes past 1903. Yes, you can take a long entry. Rather, I will say once it goes past 1904, you can take a long entry for 1920, and then 1925 and 1930 will come into picture. But as we saw on the weekly charts, it can again retrace back from these levels. So probably a minor retracement can be expected, but with the support at 1880 and 1870 levels, it can continue to rise towards 1920. These are probable targets. So on the daily charts, it may try to form a red candle here, try to form pole and flag formation, and then from there, once it breaks this zone, definitely it will show you couple of more green candles taking it towards 1920 levels. So this is another expectation. Now let's have a look at the indicators. On the indicator fronts, on the daily charts, you will find that gold is trading at the topmost of the Bollinger Bands and the channels, and above 20-50-100 moving average, indicating that it is extremely bullish right now. Now the bottom is right now below 1820 levels on the 120 and 50 moving average, indicating that it is extremely bullish. Also look at the trended price oscillator is running flat and is in green. Now look at the stochastic here. The stochastic is consistently overbought here, and this is why I expect that probably it may need to cool down a bit. So either it shows you a good rise, or it shows you consolidation towards 1880 and 1860 levels before trying to take a rise again. That is why I say a probable drop can be expected, but not to the extent that it is going to correct and indicate that it is entering into bearish zone. But yes, a probable drop can be expected before it tries to rise. Now look at the MACD. The MACD on the daily charts is wide and divergent, indicating that there is strong bullishness. Also, the RSI is overbought here. Now, when the RSI is overbought, indicates that probably it has to cool down a bit. Now, look at the daily charts. The nearest overbought levels were here, and it tried to consolidate here with a little drop. And previously, gold was overbought here. So this was the time when it was overbought in November, December and achieved a high at 1880 levels, and from there we have seen it dropping considerably. So on the RSI now it is overbought, and hence it need to drop a bit, but it may try to achieve a high at 1920, or it may drop before a little. It may try to drop towards 1880, 1870 and 1860 levels. These three levels consecutively in between 1865. It can try to drop till here before trying to take a rise towards 1920, but it appears probably it may try to hit 1920 and close the week with a drop towards 1880 or 1870 levels. This is more this can be expected from gold. Now also let's have a look at the weekly charts. On the weekly charts you will find that it is entering into overbought levels, support at 1800 1820 levels and the top of the Bollinger Bands. So now this all, summing up this all, let me conclude and let me give you the trading levels for the week. So one can go long beyond 1904.5. After this level you can take a long entry, then the nearest target is 1911 and then 1920. See, it can try to hit this zone, it can in fact try to hit 1925, but from there probably, see, it has to drop. That is what I am looking forward to. But what happens first, whether it drops first or it rises first, that will be of point to observe. If it rises first towards 1920 1925 levels, I think that will be a good level to sell gold and enter a probable target with a probable target of 1880 levels. But do watch my daily analysis, that gives you clear picture. However, beyond this definitely it will try to hit 1933 and 1940. If it crosses 1940, my next target is 1960 levels. Beyond that definitely it is going to fly. However, I think it is overbought and it needs some cooling. It needs to drop a bit before trying to resume the rally, and that is why I expect that probably it may try to achieve 1920-25 zone and take a drop. But also remember, till the time it remains below 1904.5, rather I will say you can remain short here till the time it remains below 1900, and you can expect the next target is 1891, 1885 and then 1880. Now these three levels are important. Below that it will try to drop directly to 1870, 1865. Now after that, you can recall in my daily analysis several times I have told every 5 points it has tried to form a base, and now it will try to drop every 5 points like 1855, then 1850. These levels will again become a support, and 1845. For now below that it will be extremely bearish, it will try to drop. However, I don't expect that it is going to go that far. I will expect at max, at worst, this zone at 1865 may provide a support. On first support, nearest support is at 1880, and it can continue to rise till towards 1920. A probable trading zone for me I expect is 1925 to 1880 or 1860 levels. so it can have a wider trading zone. It can achieve a high before trying to before it drops. It may try to achieve a high, or else if it drops, it can retrace back a bit towards 1880 before trying to rise towards 1920 1925 levels again. So this is all for gold from my side. Now let's have a look at silver. Now this is the weekly charts for silver, and you can see it is still forming lower highs and failing to go past by this channel. It is still trading bearish, and you can see the lower lows and the lower highs indicative of that. That is why I will be extremely watchful of this, that if it crosses only 2480 now, yes, I will recommend you to go long here, else it may try to retrace back a bit. Now let's come back to the near term charts. See, after this rise, this was the channel it was trading. Now again it is trying to form another channel in which it is trying to trade. The high for this channel is right now at around 2480 2500 zone, and the bottom is at around 2350 now. Also look at the previous chart, previous candle. Previous candle was a flat bottom the day or the week previous to last week, and last week it has got a good support at 2300, now trying to rise. Now also you can see the bulls are not trying to, or it is not so bullish that it can sustain the rally, and the smaller body size is indicative of that. However, the bears were also not in control. They tried to drop it, but again close the week with a rise. Now if it breaks this zone at 2440, yes, you can go long here. Once it breaks 2440 or 24, yes, I will say 2440, once it breaks, you can go long for 2500 and plus levels. So this is one observation on the weekly charts. Also look at this. See, many a times I have told 2200 was the support. It tried to take a support, lower highs it is trying to form, and probably if it drops from here and trades below this zone at 2300, then only I will expect it to drop or act bearish. Else it can try to trade within this narrow zone 2440 to 2350 levels. Now this is on the weekly charts. Let's have a look at the monthly chart, because this is going to be the last candle, the last trading week for the month. You can see clearly taking a support from here. Silver is consolidated for several months. Now it has to give a decisive move, and next monthly candle we will find how it tries to give a decisive move. Also on the monthly chart we must see that here is the high, and that is why I say 2440 2445 levels or 2450 could be the high for silver before it tries to retrace and close the month somewhere here at around 2400 levels. So probably 2380 should be a good support, 2450 should be a good resistance, and it may try to confine itself between these 70 points for this week before it tries to give you a breakout. And next month when it gives you a breakout, it is going to be a sharp bullish candle probably. Now this is what we can see on the monthly charts. Also breaking 2200 is only where we can expect it to act bearish. Now let's come back to the daily charts. On the daily charts, interestingly, see, on the near term, the last 4 days, this is the channel it is trading. See, also see, whenever such channel is formed, it gives you a sharp red candle. So now also it is seen higher highs. It may try to give you a sharp red candle before trying to rise and achieve higher highs again towards 2440 2450 levels. Another expectation on silver. Also look at the nearest candles here. On the near term candles, the body size is consistently diminishing here, and now a probable short entry is below 2375 levels, where if you see it, rather you can take a short entry below 2380, where you can expect it to take a strong support at 2360 levels, and from there it may try to again go back till towards 2340 and below levels towards 2320 and 2300 before trying to take a rise again. So yes, every 20 points silver has got its resistance, and also if it breaks. Now look at the daily charts. Another observation on the daily charts, the rally is trying to confine here and may probably try to drop. So only go long if you see it breaking beyond 2415 levels. Once it breaks, rather I will say 2420. Once it breaks past 2420, then definitely it will try to hit 2440, 2450 and 2480, 2500 can also be seen. So this is what we can see on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the indicators here. Now look at the indicators on the daily charts here. Now trading at the topmost of the Bollinger Bands and the channels out there, you can find that silver is trying to get some resistance out there. On the downside, the support right now is in between from the 2050 moving average will come into picture at 2340 and 2300 zone. This is going to be a very strong support zone for silver for any downside move. Only bearishness is recommended below 2300 levels, below which it might try to drop heavily. Now look at the daily chart. The tended price oscillator is in green. Stochastic is comfortable here, now near to overbought region, and probably it may try to rise a bit before trying to take a drop, or it may drop before after that it might rise. That is why I say only long beyond 24 20 24 12 24 20 zone. Beyond that it might try to rise strongly towards 24 40 50 zone, and from there we might see a good break. Now look at the MACD. MACD is divergent and in buy zone. And also look at the weekly charts here. On the weekly charts you will find that the indicators are mostly comfortable. Support zone at around 2350 2300 region. Considering all this, let me jump to the trading levels for silver. Now only long entry for silver I will recommend is at 2415. Once it breaks 2415, you can take a long entry for 2430 and 2440, then 2450. Now these are the very nearby resistances where it may try to retrace back from any of these points. So it can achieve 2430, 2440, 50 zone, and it can again reverse a big, or rather I will say from anywhere in between these levels it can again try to drop a bit, or it if you see it dropping on the very first day or couple of days, then probably it may rise later in the week. Now if it breaks 2450, it will directly land to 2480 and 2500. Beyond that it will try to hit 2550 and 2600 zone. Now you recall these were the levels which has provided resistance in the previous rise. Now these levels will definitely provide a resistance on this occasion also. So yes, it is nearing overbought, and it is also nearing to the highs of the channel, and probably breaking this zone at 2430 only. I will recommend you to stay long, else it can retrace back anywhere in between till the time it remains. Now if you see it breaking below 2375, take a short entry here. Take a short entry at 2375 for 2360 the next target, and 2340 this target. Now 2340 definitely is going to be a very strong support, and 2360 is going to be a very strong support for silver. Rather I will say 2375-80 is going to be a very strong support for silver for it to break. And if you see it breaking 2340, you can again go short for 2320 and 2300 levels. Below 2300 anyways I will be going extremely bearish. We can expect 2250 and 2200 levels. I don't expect this to happen, but I need to provide you the levels where you can remember that at what levels you can expect it to reverse. So I will expect it to, at least if it tries to drop first, remember if it tries to drop first, as we saw on the daily candle, that three green candles probably be followed with a red candle, a strong candle. It may try to drop till towards 2360 and 2340 levels, and can be followed with a rise where you can expect it to hit 2415 and 2430 levels. Else if you see it rising towards 2340-50 zone, from here again at any point of time from in between these levels, it can again try to drop towards 2375 2380 levels, and then it will decide the tone for the next month also. So take your positions accordingly. This is all from my side for gold and silver. If you like and appreciate my effort, please press the bell icon. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Press the thumbs up icon. And if you want to become the same, if you want to gain the same expertise, you want to become an expert and proficient trader, invest in your learning first, invest in your training first, join my mentorship batch. Definitely, it will help you become a proficient and efficient trader. The next batch will start in March, and you can reach out to me via email or Telegram for details on this training specific or any of your trading or training related queries. Also, you can join my Telegram channel that will help you uh, gain the insights on day to day movements. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.